闇を照らす星たちの声なき声が聞こえるよ。諦めかけた未来さえ手を伸ばしたら届きそう。
Hey there, shooter fans, welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at what was my favorite game of 2014. It was the only 2014 release I bought, but that's beside the point. It's Bullet Soul Infinite Burst for the Xbox 360. This little slice of shooting bliss was brought to us by 5PB Games, a company which also doubles as a record label. It's the follow-up to the original Bullet Soul that was released in 2011, a great game in its own right, but this one just blows it out of the water. There's a whole lot to enjoy here. There are 4 characters to choose from, and each one has their own stats and different shot types, and there are 3 different gameplay modes to enjoy. For starters, you get the original Bullet Soul mode, which is totally awesome. It controls a lot like any other top-down bullet hell shooter, except that when you destroy your enemies here, whatever bullets they had left on screen turn opaque and are now bullet souls that you can collect for point bonuses. This is a really interesting twist on the classic gameplay style. It forces you to find the balance between dodging all of the bullets on screen, while at the same time trying to anticipate when you can move in to collect the bullet souls, so there's kind of a risk-reward aspect going on. Powering up your ship is done in the same way as you would in any other shooter. Certain enemies drop power-ups, and picking them up increases your attack power. Each ship actually has 2 different fire modes. One mode has a wider spread but does less damage than the other, which is more focused and powerful but slows down your movement a bit. You also have a stock of 3 bombs, which are very useful against the game's bosses and mini-bosses, and getting hit once takes away a life. This original mode is really fun. It's definitely something a bit different from your run-of-the-mill shooter, and it was great as a standalone game. But wait, there's more. Burst mode is pure anarchy, and it's insanely fun and addictive. In this mode, when you destroy a ship, the bullets disappear just like in the original mode, but instead of collecting bullet souls, the ships explode and are converted into coins that you can collect for points. There are no power-ups to collect, just blast the hell out of everything and collect as many coins as you can. They're worth more points if you can grab them before they touch the bottom of the screen, and if they make it from the bottom back up to the top, they disappear. So if you want the big points, you need to find a balance between destroying things and collecting coins. Instead of having a stock of bombs, you have a burst meter to the left of the screen that fills up as you destroy enemies, and once it's full, you can go into burst mode, where your speed and attack power both go way up. While in this mode, all of the coins will be red and worth more points, and the more red coins you collect, the more you can extend the time you spend in burst mode, which is especially useful against bosses. You also have a health meter and can sustain multiple hits before dying, and you can occasionally pick up health power-ups as well. I find this mode to be a bit easier than the original, which isn't to say that it's not challenging, because it definitely can be, but I also find it to be the more enjoyable of the two. It's very fun, and I personally have a hard time putting this one down after I've started playing. The third mode, called Caravan Mode, is a mix between the other two, in which you have a limited amount of time to score as many points as possible, and it's a nice little addition, but Burst Mode is definitely my favorite way to play. Overall, the gameplay in Bullet Soul Infinite Burst is just brilliant. visuals and sound design in Infinite Burst are also really good. Every stage offers something a little different, and they're really colorful and pleasant to look at, though admittedly you'll mostly be looking at coins in Burst mode. The enemy designs are a little indiscernible, but the bosses look really cool, and the designs of the playable characters are pretty cool as well. Overall, the visuals are nice and flashy, but the soundtrack definitely takes the cake. You actually get a couple of different soundtracks. The one for the original mode, which is awesome in and of itself, but you also get an amazing arranged soundtrack in Burst mode, which is great. It's got some really amazing guitar arrangements, and it fits the action so perfectly. There's also plenty of voice work and great explosive sound effects, and on the whole, this game looks great and sounds even better. So, this is obviously a game that I'd recommend picking up. Good news is it's region free, so no worries if you don't have a Japanese Xbox 360. It's still holding its value at around 60 to 70 bucks online usually, and that's what I paid for it when it came out last year, and I don't regret it one bit. If you've got a little cash to spare and you want to play a really fun and addictive shooter for the 360, then I'd say definitely spring for a copy of Bullet Soul Infinite Burst. It's pure shooter awesomeness. Check it out.